Hey everybody, I'm Josh, and welcome to another episode of Just Sayin. Thank you. On the show today, join me as we take a look at some bad construction where the contractors could get sued over. Sit back and relax because I got a lot to say. So this is what we kind of call time filling. And I'll explain as I time fill. According to our friends at holidayinsights.com for the last time, May is National Photography Month. So we're going to take a look at some bad construction photos that look like I had something to do with them. But moving right along. I am going to do a time fill because of this, and the time filling is explaining why I have to time fill. Anyway, so as you all know, I film these at least 3 weeks in advance. Like today, real time, today is May 2nd. This episode is to be posted on May 30th. So I'm doing this 27 days in advance. And so obviously I don't know what's going to be going on in my life to be talking about. So every time I come out here and I do a show, I try to link what I'm talking about into part of the show. And kind of segue it. Never works out, but that's what I try to do. And so now that I'm shooting far in advance like I am, I don't know what's going to be going on. So I just don't know what to say right now, so I'm just explaining why I have to time fill. Oh, you gotta love being me. At least that's what the voices in my head say. For example, perfect example. So a couple of weeks ago, I was getting ready to film the Mother's Day episode. It was like a Saturday night, and I was going to start filming it Monday, and I was writing the scripts about Mother's Day and blah, 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 blah. Well, the next morning, which was Sunday, I woke up and I texted my sisters in a group message, just the three of us, saying, hey, do we have plans for Mother's Day next week? And my sister's like, what are you talking about? It's not Mother's Day. That's in May. I'm like, it is May. Next week is Mother's Day. They thought I had, went into La La Land or Pain Pill Land, or I don't know. And I could completely get it. But in my head, I was working on the Mother's Day episode when it's not even Mother's Day yet, and that's just kind of a glimpse into my crazy life. I'm bouncing between what month of the year it is. Another one at work, I was sitting down and doing my daily accounting stuff, and I was looking, I'm like, I thought April had 31 days because I had been looking at the calendar for May's episodes, and there's 31 days in April or in May, and yeah, it's just a big pile of mush right now. And it's gonna get even worse. There's 4 of us that work at the gas station. I guess you could say 4.5, because one person helps out a couple days from one of the other stores. And so, but mainly at the store, there's 4 of us. And I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, mainly at the store, there's 4 of us. And one of them, one of the ladies I work with, just had a procedure done on her hand. And so she's out for a couple of weeks. And so we're all going to have to, the 3 of us remaining are going to have to work 6 days in a row. And I'm only going to have Wednesdays off. So, should be fun. Not to mention I open on Sunday. I open on the weekends, more or less. But I'm off by 2 on those days. So, it's not like I have a life anyway. Go to bed at 9 to begin with. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get into the show. It's time now for another cheesy monologue. As usual, I went to latenightlol.com, and it is the time of the year where people are preparing to go on vacation. So in the search bar, I typed in vacation. While outdated, all the jokes will have something to do with vacations. Hold on tight. Here we go. Summer vacation is finally over, but not for the Obama family. They just got back from Martha's Vineyard, and now they're going on another vacation to Camp David. Joe Biden was really excited for the car trip because he loves sticking his head out the window. Kate Gosselin is giving her fans a unique opportunity to join her on a cruise to the Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you say it. Being trapped at sea with Kate Gosselin and her kids doesn't sound like much of a vacation to me. It sounds like a punishment from a Greek myth. Just being with her. I've heard she's a royal BI. The White House is pointing out that all of the presidents take vacations. Teddy Roosevelt took trips to Long Island, Harry Truman to the Key West, and of course George Bush would take a trip to Legoland. It's fun. Don't like the roller coasters. They break too easily. Here's this week's point to ponder. If exercise helps you live longer, why when I'm doing it, does it feel like I want to die? It's time now for my joke of the week. The Chilean miners are being offered free vacations. Their boss was like, I wish I could give you days off, but he just had 70. A new survey found that 48% of Americans are willing to try out nude beaches while they're on vacation, and my guess it's the wrong 48%. Chipotle has plans to provide a vacation, tuition reimbursement, and sick days for its hourly workers, which is great. But now if you want guacamole, it's $400. A new poll has found that... Sorry, I thought I skipped a joke. A new poll has found that 10% of people post vacation photos on social media only to make others jealous, while 100% of people click on them to see their coworkers in their bathing suits. Not at my work. Not for any specific reason, I'm just a big homo. Anyway, moving along. Gas prices have come down just in time for summer vacation. That's how the gas companies get you. You go on vacation, get 300 miles from home, and bam, the prices go up. And finally, a new survey finds that sex is better when you're on vacation. At least that's what my friend's wife called to tell him. And it was with another girl. I kissed a girl. No, I didn't, really. Kiss a girl, nor like it. Either way, didn't. Alright, so as I told you, we are going to take a look at some bad construction pictures, and man, are these bad ones. I don't know how these people still have their licenses, if they had a license at all. And I'm really doubtful. It's time for another edition of What's Wrong Here? Great news! Got a new place to live. Bad news! Parking's a bitch. Here's the next one. If this were in my house, I'd be very leery of what's on the other side of the door. But if you do go in it and you're coming back out, remember, there's a step. That's right. Don't forget to watch your step. Now, this next picture just makes me really question the plans for this house. Because there's a front door right next to a toilet, and you can't even use the door. The toilet would be blocking it. I guess unless it opens the other way. Anyway. I don't know who the brilliant person that did this was, but I don't think they're ready to get the shock of their life. Moving right along, again, when you're ready to come out of the door here, watch the step. Something's a little off there. A little bit. I don't understand. Okay, so growing up, and even to this day, my parents always have a butcher block that I believe my father made. And my sisters are hounding my dad to make them one, and I get the point. My sister has an island in her kitchen. I get the point of having an island. But what's the point of this one? Like, that's literally just in the way. That's more in the way than it is helpful whatsoever. And good luck using this toilet, especially if you're a female. Because it's down in a hole that you can't really get to. Just like, guys would have no problem. We like the Cheerios game anyway. Where you try and pee through a Cheerio. It's a thing. Look it up. So we would have no problem trying that. None whatsoever. I'm assuming that this is one of those basement. This is a basement wall with the like windows that go up, but there's really not a window there. It's like not an escape route if you ever needed one. And they were just looking for a different way to spice it up a little bit. Either that or they had a huge earthquake. Or it's Willy Wonka. Who knows? Probably Willy Wonka. Not gonna lie. This one is probably my favorite. The quickest way to get from point A to point B is what? A straight line, right? Something tells me this person would take a while. Oh, I totally did the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. So, my next segment is one of my favorite segments, and I did this, I believe, in one of the very first episodes I did just as content. And I thought, why not do it again? We haven't done it in a while. It's time for another edition of The 10 Stupid Laws Edition. That's right, everybody. These are 10 stupid state laws here in the great United States. And, yeah. Get ready to get your laugh pants on, because some of these are cray-cray. Here we go. Number 10. And I got new numbers. I really like these ones. Here we go. Number 10. In South Dakota, it is illegal to fall asleep in a cheese factory. Is that really a problem? That would not be Gouda. You'll spend some cheddar on a bill. That's right. They're all getting crazy jokes. Number 9. In Rhode Island, you may not sell a toothbrush and toothpaste to the same customer on a Sunday. Well, go floss yourself. I don't know why I hit the censor button. I looked over and I kind of saw the F with that on my script and didn't read it at all and just threw it in there. I don't know. Number 8. In Texas, it is illegal to sell your eyeballs. I used to live in Texas for a year, and let me tell you, they are harsh on that rule, and I still can't see why. I know, it was a cheesy joke, people, but you're watching the show. Number 7, in Arizona, if you cut down a cactus, you'll be sentenced to a minimum of 25 years in prison. In other words, they'll throw you in the pokey. Because cactuses poke you. I'm trying, okay? Number 6, in New Jersey, it is illegal to slurp your soup. Yeah, well, suck it. I think there is a slurp sound. Hold on. It's not on the next page. I'm going to give up. Yep, okay. We're going to give up. Alright, moving right along. Number 5. In Indiana, mustaches are illegal if the bearer has the tendency to habitually kiss other humans, but we all know what guys will grow out their beards once they get married because then you stop trying. I mean, you're done by then. You got her. Or him. Number 4. Oh, I need to scroll down. That's why I can't see it. In Iowa, again, I like to call Iowa idiots out walking around, and it was really funny at work the other day. This guy came in, his girlfriend lives in the town where we live, but he's from Iowa, and he's got an Iowa license plate, and so we started talking, and I was like, you know, Iowa does stand for idiots out walking around. And he's like, oh, that's a really good one, I've never heard that one. I don't know if he was being sarcastic, but there's apparently a bunch of acronyms for Iowa. Or of what it could mean. Anyway. In Iowa, one-armed piano players must play for free. Okay, so let me ask you this. 3 questions come to mind. First of all, and I mean all of these questions seriously, I'm not trying to make a joke out of them, but I kind of am at the same time. My first question. If you are a one-armed piano player and you play like Beethoven, you need to be paid for it. Secondly, if I'm one-armed and I'm playing the piano with someone with 2 arms, is it still a duet? What about if the other person is only one-armed? Is it a 2-time solo? That's what floats around in this mush of nothing. I guess if it was nothing, it wouldn't be mush, would it? Sorry, I am in a mood today. Number 3. In Kansas, a poorly worded law states that if two trains meet on the same track, neither shall proceed until the other has passed. So if neither of them can move, how can they pass each other? Number 2. I guess I should change the number. Number 2. In Massachusetts, it is illegal for anyone to own an explosive golf ball. What would the point be for? And finally, the dumbest state law that we have here in the United States is, in Minnesota, a person may not cross state lines with a duck on top of their head. Now that is quackers. Anyway, sorry. I told you the jokes would be cheesy, okay? This next segment we're going to kind of do differently. It's one of my Oops segments. But we're going to do it in a different way. So let's get it started. It's time for Oops. So normally I show you guys pictures of mistakes on signs. Well, I was reading through some just on a Facebook post, and I just like the funny signs in general. So I'm going to create a new segment. I haven't had time yet, so I threw it into Oops. But we'll do this again, and it'll be in its own segment. So here we go. Without further ado, just hilarious signs. Here we go. Number 1, and this is real. and in an elevator. Do not click buttons with genitalia. Is that really a problem? And could you imagine if someone was going to the 37th floor? Good Lord. Next up, Comfort Inn. Now pet friendly, except for bears. We are not making that mistake again. Okay, you don't have to act cute. That just, personally, that turns me away. Okay, I love this sign. And I have to scoot over here for this, because when I found this picture, there are two pictures stuck together, and I didn't want to show you the other one. I want to show you this one, so I had to put it on the other side of the screen. So here we go. It's really weird sitting over here. So this one is really funny. Apparently, people need explanations on how to go to the bathroom and how to use a toilet. There's no words, so I'm just going to give you a few seconds to look it over. It's hilarious. Enjoy. I know, right? Next up, this person is this, what do they call them? Not graffiti people. I don't know, they defaced, whatever. Anywho, what is that word? Anyway, moving along. This person was trying to be cute. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. That's right, I went there. This is great. I saw a bunch of these, all these different kind of signs, but this one was my favorite. Take my ex's stuff yard sale is all gonna go just like him. It's even funnier when they don't know about it and you call them and say, hey, you want to come over for a little bit and get your stuff before other people do? I don't know why I always do this. Anyway. You should be doing these now. This now. Anyway. I love when you go to visit a new area, a new town, a new state, country, continent, whatever, and you just explore. And I love how the local people are so friendly and they're so insightful and more or less will give you the lay of the land. Like these people. Warning to tourists, do not laugh at the natives. Unless they're at the Chuckle Barn doing improv and stand-up. Then you can laugh at them. Anyway. This one's really kind of pointless. If you had a cat or an animal that was missing, wouldn't you like to put the picture of the cat on the poster? Really? May have forgotten something. Okay, so this next sign is from a restaurant. Hold on, let me see. By doing some time fill, if I can find the name of the restaurant. Hold on. Hello? I just want to move you down. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, I'll get you the name of it. But they had like 4 or 5 different signs when I typed in funny signs. And yeah, they were hilarious. This was my favorite one. Here we go. I think it's a Mexican restaurant. I think the Hacienda. I'm totally wrong on that though. Anyway, jalapeno? I don't know. I'll get you the name of it. Life is just a series of obstacles preventing you from taking a nap. So true. So true. I don't know why this would be a law or why you would be concerned with it unless they're saying that if you have a painted face, you're already plastered. Why else would you paint your face? Due to provincial laws, and I know I pronounced that wrong, alcohol service is prohibited for any patron with their face painted. Maybe because you wouldn't be able to see the face when you carded them. I don't know. Anyway, must be a college town. Gotta be a college town. Anyway, and finally, this was my favorite sign that I saw the whole time I was scripting this episode. Enjoy. Well, that'll do it for the end of the show today. Not just for the end of the show, but it's also the end of the competition. That's right. Just a reminder that next week, June 6th, you will start submitting your request or your submissions, if anybody's going to do it, and you email them to shittalking20@gmail.com. I'm accepting submissions from June 6th at 12 a.m. to June 17th at 11:59 p.m. This is the final episode that I'm posting before that time will start. Because by the time the other episode posts, by the time that week's episode posts, it'll be midnight would have already been started, obviously. So this is the last chance I'm warning you about this, because I'm not talking about it again until finale. Don't forget, the subject line must be "Here is the killer," or it will be deleted without being opened. So yeah, just a reminder. And I will probably delete that button from my phone. Anyway, I'm trying to think what else I had to say. I think that's it. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was finding my social media stuff to put up, and I turned off my camera there for a second. But I hadn't transitioned it, so you could still see me, but I couldn't see me. Anyway, so if you think there's something funny, if you see something funny you think I should see and share on the show, there is my social media accounts. And while you're sitting there, be a cool person, and if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, and get the notifications anytime I post a new episode, like when I post the next and upcoming Pets of the Week. Be sure to check those out. We need to get the pets a good forever home. Anyway, join me next week as we take a look at a new monthly holiday that is just perfect. But for now, that's all I'm saying.